we're having fun. We're creating. The frequency, the energy is flowing. We're still in this new moon portal. We are days out from the solstice because the solstice energy started activating about 2 weeks ago, and the closer we get, the bigger this energy is getting. Can you feel this 2-2 on the timer? I'm going to pull some cards. I've done some different content today. I'm out in the yard having fun with the squirrels. 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. All right, so what do we have for the collective receiving this message today? All right, it is time to play, to create, to have fun, to express so you can expand. Your soul wants nothing more than to continue to grow and to expand. And now, through all of the trials, the traumas, the hurts, the pains, the lessons, the wisdom, the knowledge you gain from that, the soul wants to expand in other ways. Source wants to play and create through you. Higher consciousness wants to play and create through and with you. All right? So what do we have for the collective today? You've been very patient. You've just been hanging out. We got the Hanged Woman here. You have a deep connection. During this hanged time, this stillness, this quiet time, this waiting in presence, you've cultivated an amazingly deep connection with self, the source within, and the source of all. All right, which is so important. 12 is significant as well. What else do we have for the collective? Please and thank you. Ooh, Ace of Cups. You have learned through this process to pour into your beautiful cup, right? You've learned to quit giving all of your cups away. You've learned to quit giving all of your emotion, your energy, and your frequency to all of those around you. You were just extending yourself. You're basically giving them all of your power, your battery. You were draining your own battery by giving it away, and you stopped doing that. You decided to pause, rethink the situations, and started pouring into your cup, into your own heart. And your cup is now overflowing with all of this beautiful energy, frequency, abundance, manifestations, all of these beautiful things that you have been creating. Pouring all of your emotion into yourself, detaching from all of the people, places, and things, outcomes, timelines, dimensions, whatever it is you were overextending, the future, the past. You quit attaching yourself to that. You are the star, right? You came out of this 9 of Swords energy. You know, Spirit's always been with you, leading you and guiding you, but for the longest time you're like, why? Had a lot of planes flying overhead. If you know, you know. I'm not going to rant on that, but you've spent a lot of time in this energy. You're like, why? Well, it's because you were giving all of yourself away to everyone else, and you stopped doing that. You are the star. You remember that you are an infinite spark. You are stardust. You are adamantine particles. You are a spark of the divine having this human experience, and you have this deep connection to yourself, to the universe, to the cosmos, to the divine of everything, right? And you've got this, she's got this, you know, this divine connection, this beautiful white silver cord, this holding it at her heart, right? Anchoring it in around her feet into earth. So bringing this energy down into herself and into the earth, right? 17s is very significant. You know you have a high spiritual ranking. If you don't, you do now. You are the Hierophant. You are a teacher, leader, guide, mentor. You are doing things to help move humanity forward in this ascension process, whether you realize it or not. And it has been a journey back to self, a journey back to remembrance of who you truly are. Look at the joy and happiness on this person's face. Number 5 is significant, right? This is very traditional type energy, family oriented, maybe reconnecting with your soul family, all right? Having that deep connection, all right? Knowing that you hold a high spiritual rank. You do. If you didn't, you do now. I've got to feed the squirrels here. She's over here sniffing the bag. Give them a little bit. All right, what else do we have for the collective? Yeah, justice is being served, right? You've spent again, these two, like, you're like, why is my life so unbalanced? It's again because you learned to cut all of it out. So there's the Queen of Swords, the swords. You've learned to cut everything out. You've learned to rebalance all of your bodies, your multidimensional bodies, your mental, emotional, your physical, You've become a master alchemist, and justice is being served. Number 11. You are receiving your just dues is what's coming through. Your just dues in the spiritual and in the physical, because you have balanced everything perfectly. You might be a Libra like me, all right? But justice, all right? Justice. What else do we have? Yes, you've gone through many death and rebirth cycles, but you've always continued to get up and continue moving on towards the light, towards the source, to the star within. The red hood is being brought to attention, so maybe red hoods are scarves, just as an extra confirmation. 13 is a very sacred number for the divine feminine. This pink color has been coming in with these other beautiful colors. All right. Coming back over and over. Infinity symbol is very significant as a confirmation. You got the 3 of Pentacles. We have soul family coming in. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. You know, everybody look at these cards very differently. This is a tapestry. Okay. So I've heard this now. They're pointing this out right now. And I say this a lot. We're all these beautiful threads in this tapestry, weaving this beautiful tapestry together. Whether you realize it or not, we're all a fractal of light. We're all multidimensional colors and frequencies. We're own specific, unique, N equal 1 of frequency and energy. 3 is significant. 333 is very significant. Seeing things in threes. But weaving this tapestry together this is Pentacles, and so this is physical realm. So whether you realize that your soul family and you have been weaving this tapestry together, okay? And something about ready, set, go. It's going to be go time. Maybe if you haven't come into contact with your soul family yet, you will. And this is just confirmation. And when you do that, it's going to be ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. And that's going to bring complete and utter fulfillment with the 10 of Cups, 10-10. Rainbows are significant, of course. Balancing those scales out in the divine feminine, the masculine, having healed the inner children within you, playing and enjoying life through the eyes of that childlike play again, that childlike wonder, just experiencing world, looking at the bugs, taking time to pause and be in stillness, watch the creatures. All right. This is coming in for you and your soul family. There's a King of Pentacles here. We've got wolves are significant. You could be embodying this King of Pentacles energy. It doesn't matter if gender or not. Let me see here. I'm going to read that one for some reason. Yep, you're going to be overflowing with material abundance. You and your soul family will be overflowing with material abundance. All right, you dream endless things into potential and into existence. You've been steady and you desire in your desires. All right, this is overflowing material abundance, patience. You've been very present and determined and confident, knowing that it already exists. You are a warm leader. You're providing for others. You provide others with comfort, security, and growth opportunities. You are reaching goals, and prosperity and success is here. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, you've been, during this process of hanging out, they're having me go back to here because we're kind of a little bit everywhere. Oh, my hips are bothering me. So hips might be significant. So you've been walking this fine line, but during this, you've been guided as always by spirit, but you've been gaining knowledge, information, wisdom from the higher realms, bringing it down into this physical reality. But you're also been, like I spent all day studying. How do I study? I listen to super conscious podcasts and information, and I start journaling information. That's how I have been learning a lot of stuff. I might just listen to a bunch of tarot readings one day that are in resonance, and there's information and there's wisdom and there's knowledge. So you've been spending this time connecting to your source, back to source, and with your team, and following the intuition, the wisdom, and the guidance, gaining this knowledge. There was this 10 again. So you have had to pull all of these swords. These are birds, but birds to me are spirit. But in the traditional tarot, the 10 of swords is an actual sword. You've had to pull every sword out. So this could have been a 10-year cycle that you have completed, which I kept seeing the world on the bottom of the deck a couple different times. This could be you have had 10 close spirit team guide members, teachers, healers in the higher realms working with you, helping you pull out each sword. It's been a long journey back to self, but you have come back to self, and this is just your confirmation. And again, you chose yourself to pause, to hang out, just to go within, to deepen this connection with source and with source of all. Also during that time, you've been gaining and collectively bringing in wisdom, knowledge, information from this lifetime and past lifetimes through many, many moon cycles, through many, many life cycles. And now we have that rainbow frequency. And now you're going to take all of this amazing information that you've culminated through many lifetimes, through many dimensions, spaces, places, and portals. And what you're going to do, you're going to put it in this big, big old mixing pot. And you're just going to stir that around, and you're going to create magic. You're going to create all these different modalities. Some of these might be healing modalities. Some of these might be movement modalities. Some of these might be teaching, mentoring, speaking on stage, what's coming through. Maybe earth magic, where you start working with, like I work with the shamanistic, where shamanism, where you work with earth medicine. But you're creating all of these modalities with all of this wisdom that you have been gathering over many, many lifetimes outside of just planet Earth, all over the place, okay? And you've been in this state of deep rest, the state of deep healing, regaining your life force. Your life force has been drained through many lifetimes, siphoned, 1144 on the timer for confirmation. You've been in this deep rest. And you still might, where you go out, you might be guided to go out of this hermit energy, but then you're guided to come back in and allow for any of the, you allow for the integration. So you have deep integration, then you go out and then you receive more of this wisdom and knowledge, and you allow that to integrate. So when the time is perfect, Source is going to put you out on the stage. All right, you're going to be creating. You're going to be creating. Empress, you are creating for Earth. You're creating for humanity moving forward. Something is coming in fast. Something is fast moving energy. Maybe you're going to be guided to, you're going to receive that final key, that final like ingredient. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. That final ingredient, that final herb, that final spark, that final whatever it is you're putting into your mixing pot, and that whatever that you've been creating for humanity moving forward, these creations, creatrixes that you are creating, you're going to get that. It's going to come in quick. You feel like you, I kind of feel like this, honestly. It's like, but this is all happening behind the scenes. So see this rainbow? So she's thinking, oh my God, my cups are just like empty, but this cup is just filling, overflowing. That ace of heart or ace of cups. You might feel like this, but there's so much going on in the unknown. Source says it's just continue to be present with what's around you. Okay. And again, Two of Cups. Maybe part of this journey is going to be shared with not only soul family, but maybe a specific divine counterpart, twin soul, divine union, God's person for you. Again, energy in those cups. Again, you're mixing your energies together, and by creating, you're very powerfully individually, but when you start co-creating together, that's where it even gets, it expands it and it amplifies it. I think I want to try words. It amplifies it. It radiates it out even more. It becomes a bigger energy, okay? You will be traveling together for sure. You've been waiting to travel together. Again, if this is a huge code for me for travel, is a Volkswagen, a red one, especially one that looks like this. The globe is significant. So the Wands energy, you've been waiting to travel. You've been waiting patiently, right? I mean, you've been waiting patiently for everything to unfold. All right, it's got a little bit long, but that's okay. What else? Can we just finish this off, please, team? Please, 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 and thank you. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick shuffle this way. Yeah, the sun is here. That's yes. This is just a yes. That all your manifestations. No, geez. Okay. All right, this is, I love how they have me do this. So Source says, yes, all of this is yours. All of your manifestations you have been patiently planting and waiting for over many, maybe lifetimes or since childhood. They've been slowly waiting for the perfect time to grow because it's big. The bigger the blessing, I keep hearing, the bigger the blessing, sometimes the longer the wait. There's your 10 of Pentacles. It's everything. It's generation wealth. It's everything that you have been doing because you chose you to pour into your cup, coming back to source, your source within and source of all, connecting to your team members, trusting, walking by faith, not by sight. That's trusting in the next step, the next sign, the next synchronicity, the next intuitive whisper, the trusting into the trusting the guidance, into the unknown, walking forward blindfolded and just trusting that they're leading and guide you in every now present moment. You will have beyond enough for you and everyone in your family, your soul lineage to come. Okay? There'll be enough for, and more than enough for generations, for this time and generations to come. And yes, you will be here to experience that, Source says. You will have the opportunity to experience that lifestyle that you did not know that you wanted to experience. Okay? All right. We are going to leave it there. All right? From my heart to yours, I will see you on the next one, beautiful soul. I'll see you soon. Bye.